Hello, Capricorn. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, The Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. I'm pretty sure it's Ciro. I saw a video where he said it. I think that's how he said it. That's how you spell their name. So if you want to check them out to support them or get some of their stuff, feel free to do that, of course. There's a website at the bottom, llewellyn.com. Of course, freeze frame, check that out, whatever you got to do if you want to. Supportive Oracle cards. It looks the same here, so I'll do this. Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. On the back here is hayhouse.radio.com if you freeze frame. There are some, apparently my brain isn't working. There are some websites here. Feel free to freeze frame and check those out. A bunch of Hay House websites. I think I'm confusing her with somebody else. I thought she had her own website with her name, but I didn't see it here, so feel free to use Energy Oracle cards and her name to check out her stuff if you so wish to. Capricorn. Oh, that's interesting. Hold on. Let's get these down before I get too excited. This is very interesting. The Virgo I just did the Virgo reading. You're Capricorn, clearly. But the first card they had out was your card, the Devil card. First card you have out is their card, the Hermit card. Very interesting. It doesn't have to mean you're dealing with a Virgo, but there might be a camaraderie between the two readings. So if this one really hits, you might want to check out the Virgo for this section too. Good earth energy here. Okay, so Capricorn never forgets. So there's something in the past here. I don't feel like a negative energy with it. I definitely don't feel a positive energy with it either, but it's like I don't forget. I pay attention to people, and I feel like I saw something play out. It didn't directly affect me, but I was paying attention to the people connected, and I very much watched how people treated each other. Which included, like, this is what actually happened, this is what they said, this is how they made each other feel about it. It's like if somebody was overdramatic to try to make somebody feel bad, or if somebody tried to play a situation down and tried to fix it themselves, and maybe they shouldn't have. I really feel kind of strong with that. Kind of like I saw somebody do that. I feel like this is what it has to do with. Somebody played a situation down and then pretty much took the responsibility on themselves to fix it. And I feel like where I'm sitting, I'm kind of like, I don't know if that was right. I understand that it made the situation better, but like that wasn't their responsibility to take over. The person who did it needed to correct that themselves, and they didn't. So it's especially because I see the if I can just pick it up. Let's see if I can do it. Your thoughts are like, I don't feel like that was right. I feel like the person who screwed it up should have fixed it. I don't see how that corrected it in the long run, because the person who screwed it up will just screw it up again because they got a free ride, and that's not right. I also see, like, looking at it in another angle, overall, not everybody suffered. People who didn't deserve to suffer didn't suffer because this person took it upon themselves to fix it. You understand that. You understand that. It's not about understanding it, but it's kind of like the person who screwed it up. It's kind of like, they got a free ride. I don't like that. The people who shouldn't have paid for it didn't. I get that, but I also see you looking at it like we could have worked that out a different way, where the person who screwed it up fixed it, and still the people who didn't deserve to pay for it didn't pay for it. I feel like that's how you're looking at it. Like, yeah, I understand why they did what they did, but I still don't think, I think they could have handled that better. This is something you didn't get involved in, though. Kind of like, nope. How does that saying go? Not my circus, not my monkeys. Nope. Didn't. Nope. Not mine to fix. Not mine to do. This could be work. Could be anything. Could be family. Could be friends. Whatever. It's some type of social connection is what I'm getting for sure. Some type of something social. Nope. Things are fine. Things are fine. But I've been watching, is what I'm getting. Capricorn doesn't forget. And I keep coming back to that. Because, oh, I don't want to be like derogatory. That doesn't sound right. How do I say this? Because it's like somebody you don't care for, that you don't believe has a very high amount of intelligence. Because the way it came through, it was that was kind of harsh. So it's somebody that you don't think very highly of, and you don't think they're very smart. You see them coming your way, and you're like, oh, you're not screwing this up. Like, oh, no, 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 no. You're not even getting a chance. No, 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 no. But you can make, I feel like it's kind of like, when you see them coming, it's kind of like locking the gate and walking away. Like, oh, you couldn't get in the gate? I didn't want you in the gate, but, oh, you couldn't. Yeah, I wasn't even anywhere near it. I locked it because I didn't want you there. Like, if somebody really presses you for the answer, like, yeah, I locked it. I didn't want them in here. You're blocking somebody before they get too close. It's almost like, it's like when they're coming down the road, you've not only locked the gate, but you move some stuff in the way of it so they don't even see it. They just keep driving down the road like, oh, they missed it? They didn't see it? Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad. Oh, gee. Yeah, no. We're not playing that game here. It comes and goes really fast. You do take action, but people don't see it. That's the tricky thing with the Hermit. The Hermit has a few levels. You know what you're going to do, and when the proper moment comes in, you've already thought about this. You already knew what you were going to do. The moment comes forward, like, oh, nope, shut the door, lock the gate, whatever you got to do. Put something in front of it so they don't even see it. This isn't happening. This isn't happening. You moved very quickly. You knew what you were going to do, though. This is very interesting because one of them is like swift movement sometimes, or travel, but I'm getting swift movement. This one is introspection, but like really deep introspection. Like I know what I'm going to do. Like I've thought it out. I've thought out what I want. And it's just kind of the moment came, I did what I needed to do, and I handled it. Whoever this person is, the problematic person, they're stuck. Now they have to go clean up their own mess. I don't know what's going on here. It feels complicated to me, but something is triggered because of this. It's almost like before they approach you, they can't find their exit. They can't find their escape. You somehow block their escape. I feel like maybe this is what you're doing. Maybe I'm missing part of it. Are you blocking their escape? Kind of like, oh no, they're going to pay for it this time. Is that what's going on? I can see Capricorn doing that. The Tower card is hitting them. And then the Four of Swords. Fair is fair. Got to clean your own mess. Four of Swords, I mean, not for nothing. If you have a really nasty burn, for example, you have to clean that out for it to heal correctly. And that is horrible. It is horrible to do. I'm saying it because I have had burns like that before. Horrible. It's kind of like, oh, they're going to hate it. They're going to hate it, but hey, it's time for the healing and it's going to suck. Tower card coming in with the Four of Swords is telling me it's very traumatic. You've blocked their escape. I don't know if you even meant to, but I'm feeling like I don't feel bad. You definitely don't feel bad about it. I don't see you feeling bad about blocking their escape. I'm not really saying that you meant to do that, but that's what's happening. The Sun card comes in with them all tied up. They gotta clean their own mess. You blocked their escape. Whatever they were looking to do, it's not working. They can't find another way out. Bam. This is what's happening. This seems to set off like a chain reaction. If this is a work thing, it doesn't have to be. It could be family. Some type of social connection is what I'm getting. There's like it's just one thing after another. Like this person is like, if it's a certain type of mistake, it's like they notice it in this, for example, just say it was work. Is this one document, they're noticing one type of mistake that it threw off the whole document, especially if it was accounting. Especially if it was accounting, because I know something about accounting. I used to do it a long time ago. It's supposed to balance at the end. Like if it doesn't, seriously, it's supposed to balance at the end. But it's kind of like people are noticing, like, wait a minute, we thought it balanced at the end, but this person was playing. They were just balancing it. They were just forcing it to balance, and that's wrong. Wait a minute. What about the other documents that they worked on? And they're checking all the documents, and they're seeing where this is a problem that repeated, and then they're checking a lot of other things. This person is coming under scrutiny for a lot of things. This is correcting a lot of problems. A lot of problems. Because I feel like other people might have been just going with the flow, and then when this person screwed something up, they just did something to make sure they could just go home and finish out the day. So that person did that. They did what they needed to do just so it could go away, and they let it go away. And it's like there's a chain reaction. There's a chain reaction going on here. When I'm getting this happiness with the King of Pentacles, it's kind of like, that's right, because this needs to be corrected, and it needs to go right. It needs to fly right now. Let's do it the right way. Put it in order where it should be, where it should have been to begin with. And I feel like we're going to put it where it needs to go, where it should have been to begin with. That's that. Overall, it's very good. It may sound like it's harsh, but this is what's going to correct this situation. The proper people are paying for what they should pay for. This Knight of Cups, can we get a little bit more? Because I'm finding that interesting that that's there. Is that you? Oh. Okay, hold on. The Nine of Major Arcana, which is the Hermit again, and then Pentacle, which is it? The Six of Pentacles. Things are. This may sound to you. I feel like you're gonna say like, well, yeah, obviously. Things are gonna get a lot easier because they're being done correctly. I feel like it's very ironic for people to look at the situation, and when it's done correctly, it's not nearly as hard as it's been treated. I've worked with people like this. People make a mess of things. I don't know why people get away with certain things. I seriously don't. But like, people make jobs look a lot more complicated than they actually are, and then they create this air like, oh, you need me, because who else could handle this mess? Then when they're gone and you realize the job isn't really that hard. It's that person was the mess. That person was the whole mess. The situation isn't that bad. They just made it look bad, and it's the way they handled it made it a mess. I don't know. I don't know why I'm going there, because I can think of like a specific person, and I'm like, yeah, they made it look like they were more important than they actually were. They were actually the problem. Sometimes I just like the people that get in certain positions. It's like, I don't know how they got there, but seriously. Anyway, I'm over it. I'm fine. Yeah, I'm over it. Yeah. When push comes to shove, somebody can't get away, things go the way they should be. People are like liking the whole situation a lot better because it's being done the way it's supposed to be, the way it was originally supposed to be. This also creates a whole new audit type feeling. Audit. High Priestess and the Queen. Is that a Queen? Women holding a coin. Kind of like got a Queen feel, but basically somebody's like saying, all right, maybe we have to go start evaluating everybody's roles. Something like that. You have no worries. You do what you're supposed to do. You do it the right way. I don't see any worries. I don't see, this is not causing you an issue. Even if you had to adjust for somebody else's foolishness, I feel like it's not an issue. Kind of like, well, if that's, there's only so much I can do, and I have to get this job done. So I didn't like it, but I adjusted the way I had to make this work. I still feel like you don't have any worries. You're fine. Because I feel like there's going to be a lot more. It's almost like there's an audit team. If this is a work thing, there might be like 2 to 3 people who are doing like constant audits. That might be literally their job due to this whole fiasco. Take it with a grain of salt. It's a general read. So I don't know. I'm getting something like that. I mean, it's a general read, So anything else? This is interesting. I feel like ultimately, the majority of this, I don't think this is stressful for you. I think this is just like, well, yeah, that's how that should work. And yes, it's about time it went the way it should have gone to begin with. So it feels more like about time. I feel like it's more one of those reads, like, yeah, about time, and it should. And I feel like as it's playing out, maybe you're not believing it's going to go where it should, but then when it finally does, and maybe maybe this is like a reading for reference, it should go here, and then you're just watching to make sure it actually does. Maybe it's one of those things. Because I feel you watching with the Two of Pentacles and kind of like, well, if I need to highlight something, this is the time to highlight it, so I just might. Because I'm going to do my part because it's going the right way, and I want it to go the right way. My life gets easier. Everybody else's life will get easier if this is done the right way, so I'll keep an eye open. And if I need to say something, maybe I just will, depending on who it is, for whatever that means. All right. I'm going to say we're good. All right. I'm going to shut this down here. Thank you for watching. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.